Episode 20 of the MicroMuse featuring the magnificent, the delightful, the hilarious Janine Coombes, author of the wonderful book, The Easy Yes. Yay!
Yay.
Hi, Janine. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Okay, so first of all, this is Janine's MicroBook, The Easy Yes, all over the screen right now. No more maybes. How to attract coaching clients who are ready to say yes. Who the hell doesn't want that?
Who didn't want that?
Who doesn't want that? Janine, tell us about your book.
Oh, where do I start? It's a small but perfectly formed, as you know, book that runs predominantly coachy people, coaches, consultants, through a way of thinking about their marketing and their ideal clients in a way that makes it more obvious why people are saying yes and how to get more yeses, why people are saying no and what's going on there. And I think a hidden message within the book is it allows you not to take things personally. So if people are saying no, it's probably not because they hate you, like 99%. Well, I mean, some people will hate you, and that's, we should be aiming to be Marmite. But I think if you work through the model, which is devilishly simple, it gives you more confidence because you're like, oh, I see why that person said no now. It's not because it was me. It was not because my offer was rubbish. It was because, they were here on the model.
Yeah. And, speaking as a person who is mostly human, I always take it personally because we always do, because it feels so personal, and it almost never, sometimes it is, but almost never is. So yeah, I love that. Okay, so, and it's only, hang on a sec, 63, 65, 67, it's 69 pages long. It is tiny and perfectly formed, and I love that so much because, I talk about this a lot. So many books are bigger than they need to be, let's say. Let's just leave it at that. And yours is a true microbook. And so why did you decide to write a microbook? What made you want to write a microbook? What made you want to write a book at all?
What made me want to write a book at all? I think this time round, because I did write half a book a few years ago, like about 7 years ago.
Interesting.
It was the wrong topic, wrong time, too early on in my business, etc., etc. But this time round, so I always had this idea that I could write a book. That wasn't a barrier for me. I didn't have that kind of, oh, who am I to write a book? I thought, no, I can write a book. Why a microbook? Well, a little birdie called Vicky kept popping up on my news feed, and I just thought, gosh, yes, that feels like something that would fit in with my values of joyful and fun and easy to consume, easy for me to write, and easy for people to read and consume.
Amazing. It's definitely easy for people to read and consume. And I can say right now that it's really helped me in my business as well. It's really great. Like, this is one of the perks of helping people to write books, is like I get to see the process from start to finish, and then I get to be embedded in what they're writing about. So I learn so much about so many things. It's so great. But you said you wanted it to be like joyful and feel easier. Is it like, did that happen for you with MicroBook Magic? Is that something?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gives you permission to say, do you know what? There are no shoulds. There are no shoulds in business, and there are no shoulds when you're writing a book. It can be as long or as short or whatever shape you want, and whatever you want to be. So I think having you there sort of in my ear or on my conscience saying you can be whatever you want, and I've had so many people say that one of the good things about it is that it's short. Like, it's quite onerous. You buy a big book, and some of them need to be that long, which is fine, but if they don't, then don't force yourself to flesh it out. And I think that was the wondrous thing about MicroBook Magic for me, is it did feel joyful, it did feel easy, and I do get huge satisfaction from finishing a project off, but getting stuff done does not come easily for me. I'm a starter. I'm a woo, shiny, new, exciting, let's start a new thing. So the idea of writing something over 6 months, a year plus, doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I totally get that because I too am a starter, not a finisher, and so the fact that I have 4 books out there is I feel inordinately proud of that. But yeah, and part of the problem is that it can, it can take years. I know I've got a client who's been thinking about her book for years, and another client who sat on his book for 2 years. I think he started it and did nothing with it, and then came and did a VIP day with me, and now his book's out, so that's great. But it's like sometimes you do just need like something a little bit smaller and a little bit more contained, and permission to be like, yeah, you don't have to write the next War and Peace. Actually, it can be really simple.
Mm.
So, because you just want people to get what you want them to get out of it. So, tell me a little bit about how have you found it since you published? Like, how did it feel? What have you done with your book? Tell me all of the things.
How did it feel? It felt fantastic. Like the when it actually went live, like it's so heart in mouth. And I had a few, because I was scrambling to get it out so quickly. I had a few stumbling blocks getting it out because I was pushing. It was a classic case of pushing too hard. And then when it finally came out, I couldn't believe it. Somebody actually, I didn't know it had gone live. Somebody said, "Oh, I've ordered it," and I was like, "What? How did that happen?" Like yesterday, Amazon was saying that they couldn't do it because of XYZ, and then somebody's ordered it. I was like, what? It's just so cool. And yeah, I did a launch party, which felt, I don't know, simultaneously self-indulgent but necessary at the same time.
You know what though? A lot of people, it's so, and this is something I'm guilty of this as well, because I've never once done a launch party for any of my books, and the next book is going to have a massive fucking party, because honestly, the amount of work that you put into your book, that all of my clients put into their books, and then that's like, I'm just gonna launch it quietly over here, and it's like, and this year has been the year of the launch for you guys, because there was Laura, and there was Sophie, who all did these amazing parties, and it just made my heart sing to see it, because it's like, you guys are genius. Your books are little pieces of your genius. You work so hard on them, and so I just love that you actually threw a party for it, because why the hell not? Like, why not?
Yeah, and I think it's telling that we're all three in marketing, or with a marketing background. It's like, come on, guys, need to have a bit of buzz.
Yes.
And there was, and not necessarily directly related to the launch, a little bit related to the launch, but I think that was also exciting, getting the book out and then feeling this buzz, like, seeing people share that they bought the book, and like selfies with the book, and they're like, like, you just don't get this with services, not in the same way, where you've bought a service and then you've got a picture with this. I mean, how would that even look? Picture with the service saying, "Oh my God, I've just bought this service." It's not tangible. So this is the first tangible thing that I've ever sold, where people can say, "Oh, look, I'm looking forward to reading this. Just came through the post." A couple of people were like, "Oh, I'm opening it up," and they were like unboxing my book, and it's like, "Oh, I didn't ask them to do that." So there was this real buzz, and then I went to a big conference, marketing conference, and people were saying, "Oh, yeah, I know you, because haven't you just done a book?" And you're like, "Yeah, I have. Do you want to buy it? I've got 50 in my backpack, and I've got an app on my phone to take payment."
I love that. I love that. Okay, and we're going to talk about the app on the phone to take payment as well, because that's another thing that I think, and this is like a great tip for anybody listening to this. Is like, yeah, have a little QR code. And again, this is a thing that's on my ever-growing to-do list. Is like postcard, QR code, buy my book. You can just zap it and then hand people books. So yeah, take that book everywhere with you, and then take the means for people to buy it everywhere with you as well, because people are not going to go out of their way to find stuff. We need to sell to them, which is exactly what your book is all about. So totally, if you're wanting to sell more stuff and close more sales, you need this book on your life.
Yeah, I'm absolutely shameless. I take a book. I've always got one book on me at any time, in case I meet somebody who wants to buy it from me or needs it. But yeah, the app on my phone, it's just like, you say you want to buy my book, don't wait. There's no excuse.
Put your money where your mouth is, because so many people are like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that," and then when presented with it 2 days later, they suddenly disappear, and it's like, just, here, buy it right now. Love that. And also the other thing I was just thinking about, this being a microbook, you can fit numerous ones of these into your bag, whereas my book is quite a chunker, and I can only, I'm quite strong, but I don't really want to fill my backpack with 20 copies, because I like to work out in the gym, not when I'm walking around. So yeah, that is another bonus of a MicroBook, is you can just take loads of them all over the place and it doesn't weigh much. It's great.
Yeah, yeah. The only downside of having such a small book is on Amazon, they wouldn't print my name on the sides. This is one of my author copies. So if you buy
Yeah.
one off me when I'm walking around, it will have my name on the end. But I'm not that bothered.
No, no. Well, you shouldn't be, because a book is a book, regardless of what's on the spine.
It's good.
Yeah,
You're
it
gonna
is
read
good.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. Janine, thank you so much for joining me. Where can people buy your book, and where can people find out more about you?
You can buy my book at easy-yes.com. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm very friendly. My website is janinecoombes.co.uk if you want to have a browse around there. But I would just like to take this opportunity to say, Vicky, thank you so much. You are awesome. I don't think you've asked me enough about what it was like to work with you, but it was flipping awesome. You did what it said on the tin. It was, really, really amazing program. Recommend it to anybody wanting to write a microbook. Although I do know one or two people who did MicroBook Magic and they ended up writing a bigger book. So it works with bigger books as well. And there's a video testimonial on your website of me, which goes into more detail about how fabulous I think you are.
Thank you. You are a delight to work with. Like, every now, it's like people come along and they do your courses and they do your programs, and everyone that I work with tends to be really lovely. But every now and then, somebody is just like, "Yeah, I'm going to take this and I'm gonna can go with it." And you are one of those people, and it's just been a joy to watch. So thank you. I'm going to pop your links underneath this video so that people can go buy your book and find out more about you and connect with you on LinkedIn. She's very funny on LinkedIn. Definitely connect with her on LinkedIn. She is funny, funny, funny lady. And then as far as MicroBook Magic is concerned, well, actually, I've got a 5-minute takeaway for you first. So your 5-minute takeaway today from the MicroMuses is to set a timer for 5 minutes and write about the thing that you have the biggest feelings about. No think, just write, think later. And that is your start. Then maybe that's the start of your book. And then you can sign up for MicroBook Magic Season 7, which starts on October the 20th. Seven seasons I've done this now, which is just wild to me. The thing I'm most proud of, and you can find out more about that at moxiebooks.co.uk/microbook-magic, or DM me for details and a chat. I will talk you through it. Thank you so much, Janine. Thank you so much. This has been a real delight. I will see you very soon, and I am off to have some lunch now. Peace out. Have a good one.